Okay, it's like 4 hours later. I still don't have this prescription. I like can't see my shirt, but I'm wearing my salty shirt today. How appropriate, because I'm freaking salty. This truly is a fuck up of the pharmacy because they just like read the first part of the prescription name and confused it with the other one that has no refills, and they just ignored it and didn't even bother to be like, oh, it's delayed. Like, which if they had sent me any notification, I would have been like, you're wrong one, you're putting the wrong one through. And even when I called them back from my house today and I could see what I ordered online, and they're telling me that I ordered the other one, and I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm looking right at it and it's telling me that I ordered the right one, and you didn't do anything with it until today. So now what's going to happen, fine, I'm gonna, like, I still will get, I'll get through 1 week fine, but the second week will probably be unpleasant. So thanks local pharmacy for making my vacation awesome, which I realize is like a privileged person complaint. um and I do this to myself because I'm obsessed with traveling. But like, seriously, I had this all planned and done ahead of time. It was the pharmacy that fucked up, and it always is. It's never like that I did something wrong. And I do a lot of things wrong, but usually not when it comes to travel shit. So anyway, I'll just have to grin and bear it. Um, but what now will happen is then, like, the doctor will come in on Tuesday, see the refill, do it immediately and realize it was an emergency. And then, so it'll be ready like on Tuesday when I'm gone. And then I'll just get these notifications every day that are like, if you don't pick this prescription up in like 5 days, we're putting it back on the shelf. And like, maybe I'll be able to call them. I don't know. Whenever I'm traveling internationally, depending on how far out in the weeds I am, like, I can't always communicate. So, you know what'll happen? Just my luck, what'll happen is, like, they'll get the prescription, it'll sit there, and then, like, literally the day I get home, and we'll need to, like, literally, like, put it on in the store. It will be that desperate. Um, they'll be like, oh, sorry, we reshelved it. You'll have to start over again. Ugh. Anyway, because nothing can ever be simple, ever, especially when you travel as a single. So then I also like arranged for transportation. I like made the reservation a few weeks ago, paid for it, got the receipt, everything. And it's like this is supposed to be like a 3 a.m. pickup. So like, you would think I would have gotten confirmation of this by now, right? No. So like, could we just, like, please somebody make things easier? So then I have to email and call the place and be like, just checking, we still on for 3 a.m.? Because guess what, if we're not, like, I don't have any other options, and I'm like not gonna ask like my 80-year-old dad to like drive me to the airport at 3 a.m. Okay, like, we're past that. So like, I can deal, like, this is, by the way, anxiety, travel anxiety. I have not taken my anxiety medication, and I will not for a few more hours. So this is like, I'm like raw dogging anxiety right now. um but this is how travel goes for me. Like, I don't, like, I book it, and then like I don't think about it for like 6 months, and then like I can't even like pack until I get done with work. So like, I get done with work yesterday, which is also the day, like the last day since being laid off. So it's like this whole other thing. So I packed today and I'm leaving at like 3 in the morning. So I hope, and who knows what else, things always go wrong at the airport. I'm prepared for that. Um, mentally, I think, I don't know. I need to calm down. But nothing's simple. Nothing is simple. Oh, I can't even like set a normal travel alert on my ATM card, which, by the way, no one else has to do. Like, no other bank has an issue with this. Like, and I love my bank, and I made the choice to go local instead of big name, but like, big name can handle this without shutting someone's card down every time it pops up like outside the US. So I have to set a travel alert. Well, it's not in the icon that it says it is. So then I have to like go check all these other things. It took me like 15 minutes to find this secret place to put the travel alert. And then when I go to put it on, I don't know. Do they have somebody like who physically enters this? Because it says it can't like get activated until Tuesday. And like, this is a computer. Like, shouldn't the computer just be able to like automate this and like make it happen? So my card will probably not even work for like the first couple days I travel because it'll think I'm fraudulent. And like, I'm not used to that. Like, that's just, again, it's, I downsized with the bank, support local, but apparently they need somebody to go in and, I don't know, manually enter something around a travel alert so that I can use my own card. Like, so no. Is anything ever easy? No. In the meantime, like with all these other places and people that aren't getting anything done, I've managed, like, I mowed the lawn. Actually, I did it yesterday. I got laundry done. Everything's pretty much done. I should be just relaxing, except there's no such thing when I'm traveling. But I will knock myself out for all my flights. Oh, because by the way, the most terrifying thing to me in the world is flying, and yet I still do it. I am absolutely terrified every time I get on a plane. And I will make reference to the narcissist here because the last time I traveled, like, believe it or not, he was amazing. But of course, I think he was in his good behavior phase. Like, I had a panic attack at the airport for various reasons, and he is the one that like talked me down. Because I think I texted him, I called him, and I was like not even myself, and he gave me all these pointers about like how to manage anxiety. I didn't even know he knew how to do that, but they were great. And then we also, I'm very superstitious about things when I fly, and so like I like to be able to like tell somebody that like, okay, taking off, and then I've landed, and I mean, we had kind of a crude, I'll say it. It was tits up and then tits down. And I'm not going to have that this time. Not going to be able to, because there's going to be a few flights on this trip, and like there's no tits up message and tits down, which makes me now nervous that like I'll die flying because I don't have that, even though I didn't have it like a million different times I've traveled. I don't know. But for some reason now I'm like, we don't, like, I don't have that connection and that like communication going on during this particular travel trip with the narcissist. But it was good while it lasted on the last one. The last one was a great trip. That actually is what really brought us back together and in a healthy way for a very short period of time. It was the best. So I think I'm probably a little bit emotional going into this one because I kind of pictured him still being around, and he was probably going to be the one that dropped me off at the airport, and he was the one that was going to talk me through all this stress and probably help me run errands. I mean, at this point, that's where we'd be at if he wasn't a narcissist. And so here we are. So we'll see. Having a great time. Again, this acne is epic. Like, literally, I have acne on my neck. Not even as a teenager did I have that. That is how stressful the past couple weeks have been. So that's a parting gift for my baby retirement. Hopefully it'll clear up because I hate it. I feel like a teenager, and I'm not. I'm 51, but I do act like a teenager, so we'll see. All right. Well, I'm going to go see if I can figure out what relaxation looks like. Wish me luck.